Do not react or respond to negative comments. Always be kind and respectful even to haters. It shows that you are in control of your emotions. Yeah. Hello family, hello Koi Empires. I welcome you all to Miss Koi TV once again. Yes, so like I said, we are back. Thank you. I want to say also thank you to YouTube and YouTube partnership for giving me back my YouTube channel. Anything. Okay guys, a quick one. I want to talk about you can call it an inspirational or motivational, but I call it facts about life, about living. Likewise, who you spend your time with is critical to your growth, reputation, and destiny. Do you get the message? The Lord said, we all have the same 24 hours daily, and what you do with your time matters. Likewise, who you spend your time with is critical to your growth, reputation, and destiny. You got the message? Big dreams are poison when they freeze you in your tracks. Know that small actionable goals are better than dramatic goals that freeze you in your steps. The only way to change your future is to act today. When you suspect you are in the presence of an infector, do not argue. Do not try to help or pass the person on to your friends, for you will become entangled. Desperation causes desperate decisions. The Lord said, we all have the same 24 hours daily, and what you do with your time matters. Likewise, whom you spend your time with is critical to your growth. The world changes faster than ever. One cannot just keep up, but must be ahead of the changes. The foundation of any form of achievement in life starts with productivity. We all learn to live with inevitable. Stop being inconsistent with your life. Start creating a life that has meaning and structure. The universe rewards authenticity. To achieve your desired outcome in life, you must build consistency into your plan. Honest expression of truth and sabotage. There is a hidden value in direct communication. And the Lord said, when you say yes to what you choose and a no to what you do not choose, then you are living in alignment with yourself. The Lord decides. You get the message? Life is full of opportunities, but the condition is that you have to keep moving. Hustle does not ensure success, but truly, it does give opportunities to show the world your capacity. Truth has a way of getting to solutions that sabotage won't. People run movies in their mind without moving a muscle. They create empires in the clouds, which are sure to fail and fade, but they still do it. The highest difference I notice between successful people and unsuccessful people, it's not intelligence or opportunity, but their positive belief. The Lord said, nothing is impossible. Because you are what makes things possible. Believing in yourself will set you free from the impossibilities that the world serves you. Do you get the message? Believing in yourself will set you free from the impossibilities that the world at large serves you. So keep believing in yourself. Successful people and unsuccessful people, it's not all about intelligence. It is not all about opportunity. It is their positivity, positive mindset. I believe you got a message. I believe you got a message. Leadership is strengthened when few willing wise followers who are under the guidance of a great leader will learn, watch, grow, and then produce other great leaders. Leadership is not for the faint of heart. No. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. Conscious positivity allows you to embrace the experiences and be at ease with the outcome, even when it is not what you calculated. Inconsistency is the single biggest obstacle you have to overcome when reaching your goals. Take every setback as a sign that you have reached another level. The Lord said, a man who wants to lead the ostrich must first turn his back on the crowd. You get the message? I believe you got it. Take every setback as a sign that you have reached another level. Inconsistency is the single biggest obstacle you have to overcome when reaching your goals. The message is clear. In life, do not withdraw in tough times, but be resilient. You may be inclined to retreat into your shell when you are facing challenges in your life. Always avoid negative people. They are not good. It is easy to get overwhelmed by frightening headlines or consumed by the crisis you are facing. Do not let your circumstances to define you as a person, for you are not your crisis. You are not. So don't let that circumstances, don't let it get hold of you. Don't let it define you. No, that's not who you are. Crisis is crisis, and you are who you are, and crisis is what crisis is somewhere else. So do not let your circumstances define you as a person. Those who practice gratitude always shift their thoughts away from negative emotions and uncomfortable sensations. Gratitude unshackles us from toxic emotions. And the Lord said, do not limit yourself by others' expectations. Rather, pursue activities that are important to you and add satisfaction to your life. You get the message? Do not limit yourself by others' expectations. Rather, pursue your activity. Those things that are important to you and add satisfaction to your life. That is the message. The message is clear. Gratitude unshackles us from toxic emotions. You get the message? Life is unpredictable, and there is no way to know what the future holds. Focusing on everything, it means focusing on nothing and leaving us a master of nothing as we accomplish zero in the end. When a person is discredited, it becomes a rush for the bully. Life is too short to gossip. So it is time to train yourself to stop being involved. For gossip is poison. Life is too short to gossip. So it is time for you to train yourself to stop being involved. For gossip is poison. You don't know? Okay, know it today that gossip is poison. Apologies are not meant to change the past. They are really meant to change the future. There is no excuse for bad behavior in any context. There's no excuse. No. There's no excuse. So apologies are not meant to change the past. They are really meant to change the future. And the Lord said, being around positive people can help you to see the glass as half full rather than half empty. You get the message? Put yourself around people who are positive thinking, positive talking, positive, everything positive. It can help you to see the glass as half full rather than half empty. I hope you got the message. You got the message, right? Living in a world full of unreliability, reliability becomes the key virtue that is essential for a fulfilling life. Consistency is not about perfection, but maintaining a high standard in your tasks. Who we associate with and who we talk into our cycle of friends says as much about our moral character. Everyone has anxieties, but some people are good at keeping them hidden. When you spend your time around good people, living in a world full of unreliability, reliability becomes the key virtue that is essential for a fulfilling life. Consistency is not about perfection. No, not about perfection, but maintaining a high standard in your tasks. Who we associate with and who we take into our cycle of friends says as much about our moral characters. Everyone has anxieties, yeah, but some people are good at keeping them hidden. Just know that when you spend your time around good people that will influence you in a positive directions, when you spend your time around good people, they will influence you in positive directions. But if you spend your time around bad people, they will have the opposite effect. And the Lord said, if you commit to a task, do everything in your power to complete it. This builds your reputation as a reliable individual. You get the message? In a world where we need healthy and effective communication more than ever, it is crucial to stay away from toxic behavior and beware that we are not the ones creating them. We're not the one creating them. Uncomfortable feelings like anger and frustrations accumulate negative energy in our bodies. Do you know that? So we must be careful not to let envy take us captive. It is cost dearly. It costs dearly. Uncomfortable feelings like anger and frustration accumulate negative energy in our bodies, and we must be careful not to let envy take us captive. It costs dearly. There is no point in complaining about things out of our control. It is either we have to let them go or we need to redefine the problem. And the Lord said, loyalty without reason, virtue or ethics can turn into unhealthy fanaticism. Envy rolls us to look at the lives of others. Envy is toxic. Envy is toxic. I believe you got the message. You got the message, right? No matter how big or small your genuine gesture of kindness may be, it means the world to the person you are helping. Always spend time with people who genuinely enjoys you. Yeah. Pay attention to what you remember, because this is what brings meaning to the moment, and do not be wise in your own eyes. I didn't get it. Pay attention to what you remember, because this is what brings meaning to the moment and do not be wise in your own eyes. People's mistake perceptions of each other can be devastating. People see each other through colored glasses, and you cannot change how people see you, but you can change how you view yourself. Yes. And the Lord said, when you replace negative thoughts into more positive ones, you naturally begin to appreciate the good things in your life. Hope you got the message. Everyone needs friends, but no particular person is required to be your friend. You must accept that some people will not like you, and know that some people Not liking you does not affect your worth. You might be the best person in the world, but if your contributions go unnoticed, it will not matter. You need people who will speak positively about you and your accomplishments. Remind yourself that the best way to gain love, respect, and acceptance from others is to just be yourself. Always be the best version of yourself. Desperation is not attractive. The Lord said, everyone has blind spots. So focus on building yourself rather than destroying others. Ignore them. You talk the one you see and the one you not see. I believe so when I get the message back. The message is pure and straight. The message is open. Be the best version of yourself. Desperation is not attractive. You get the message. I believe you get the message. Unfortunately, we live in a world where there are people who will lash out at others in jealousy or greed. Unchecked greed can destroy the souls of humanity like a great cancer. When you redirect your thought pattern to gratitude, you set your mind on a path of positivity. Boundaries are good ways to maintain a safe relationship with a difficult person. Set your boundaries. Guide yourself to be constructive rather than destructive. No matter how good you are, there will always be those who will try to tear you down. And the Lord said, stop worrying so much about what other people think of you and stop creating fake scenarios in your mind. That is the message. You get it? You get it? Distance can communicate what 1,000 words cannot. When too many people are involved in your most personal decisions, they tend to confuse you and put false ideas in your head. Stop chasing people who do not value you. Keep your peace by learning to value yourself enough to say no to unacceptable behavior. Learn to love yourself. Love yourself. Carry yourself. And the Lord said, every moment that you waste being with someone who makes you unhappy is a wasted moment. Distance is not weakness, but it is the ultimate sign of strength. Yes, distance is not weakness. Some people say distance because it's not weakness because I keep a space. It's not weakness. It is the ultimate sign of strength. To tell you how bold I am. Yeah, people do say it that, oh, Miss Coco, you're so private. No, what do they use? There's a word they use. You're so. But let me just. They say you're so kind of. I've forgotten the particular word they use, but I don't know. I am not, but okay. They said I am so secretive. I say, I will not say that you're not right. You might be right, but I am private. I'm so private, not secretive. I might be secretive, yes. I agree to that, but I want to put it to them in a correct way. I am private, so private. live a private life. That I distance myself from you doesn't mean that I am weak. I'm not weak, darling. It is an ultimate sign of strength, boldness. I hope you got the message. Life is too short to be lived with regrets, and the death too painful to harbor any. Every thought to cleanse yourself spiritually, morally, helps you to stay alive and far from being toxic. In a world where we are always planning ahead or reflecting on the past, we must learn to live in the moment. The moment, right here. Never chase after the past or place expectation on the future. The stresses and the trials of being a widow or orphan can really test our faith. People want lives filled with love and fellowship, not lives filled with stress and separation. I can attest to this. As an orphan, the stress and the trials of being an orphan, it can really attest to our faith. Deep. This word in particular is very deep. So the Lord said, do not maltreat any widow or orphan. If you do, I, the Lord, will answer them when they cry out to me for help. You get the message. Don't treat people because you don't even know who is who. You don't even know when you are treating an orphan. You don't even know when you're maltreating a widow. You don't know who is who. So that's why we have to treat everybody good. Treat people right. Treat people well. If you know the way you would love to be treated, treat people like that. Because at this point, you don't even know when you're maltreating an orphan. You don't know when you're maltreating a widow. Now the Lord talk more, no be me talk am. Sure, you got the word. You hear am. A proud man always wants more recognition, for he always seeks to be at the center. Pride leads to destruction and it causes one to fall or fail. It is difficult to deal with because it is a subtle and sneaky killer in our lives. You see, pride. It's a sneaky killer. Invest your time and energy in people who appreciate and acknowledge your help. Ingratitude is a deadly toxin that contaminates the air we breathe. But on this episode, I'm going to talk about words. Okay, when people are consistent in their behavior and actions, they foster trust in others, and this is why reliability is so important in life. When there is no words, the power of silence is always an option. Words are powerful tools that can shape our lives and the lives of those around us. It is essential to be mindful of our speech and choose our words carefully whenever possible. Do not feel the need to respond to everything that is said to you, especially personal attacks, insults, or bad faith arguments. The Lord said, be mindful of those words you choose and how they influence your message. God never designed our eternity in hell, but those who involve themselves in careless talk or at a big risk to lose heaven. My people, in summary of this episode, it's telling us vividly we should be careful what we tell people. Most especially some of us were there for the social media. You go hide under your keypad. They type. You know, say that thing where they type, well, that message where they send is actually causing depression to the owner of that message. You go to people's comment section, you see different kind of what message. People, please, desist from it. Avoid it. Be careful, be mindful of your words. It's hot. You don't know what it's doing to your neighbor. You don't know what your words is doing to the choice of words you choose. You don't know what it's doing to your neighbor. Always choose your words carefully. In life, people with a determined spirit usually get well quicker than people who are prone to be negative and discouraged. Always be aware that God made us to be determined. No Christian has ever been abandoned by God. I've never seen. Every Christian goes through trials and difficulties, but those are not in any way evidence that God has failed us or broken his promises. Never. God never forsakes his children. No matter what today may bring, God is in control and will never let you down. Just bear this in mind. God's unchanging character can give us a firm foundation when things feel unsteady and uncertain. The Lord said, "Do not allow circumstances to keep you down. Face the adversity in your life by standing courageously like the victorious overcomer that you are. Stand firm. Do not allow circumstances around you, do not allow them to keep you down. Say no to that. Remove negative beliefs, grip the thoughts and feelings of a jealous person. Everyone knows sins like a murder and stealing are wrong. But our conscience is one of the ways we know that God exists or exists. Whenever your conscience is disturbed, you can be sure that you have left the self channel and are in dangerous waters. So be careful to preserve the sensitiveness of your conscience at all times. Be careful. Do not surrender yourself with people that are filled with negativity. Do not surrender yourself with people that are filled with negativity. Envy is an exceedingly powerful emotion that will consume you, distort your understanding, and make you miserable. I pick up because of this noise. Do not surrender yourself with people that are filled with negativity. Envy is an exceedingly powerful emotion that will consume you and also distort your understanding and make you miserable. You see, envy. The Lord said, His unchanging love determines everything that allows into our lives. The Lord said, His unchanging love determines everything that allows into our lives. Prayer requests that are refused by God are refused by the same perfect divine love. Did you get it? Did you get it? The Lord said, His unchanging love determines everything that allows into our lives. Prayer requests that are refused by God are refused by the same perfect divine love. That's the message. There is no need to react or defend ourselves against other people's projection. Those projections are theirs. When someone is projecting, they are trying to offload their negative qualities onto you. Many of us do our best to hide our negative qualities. The more insecure you are, the more you feel attacked by others. Regardless of whether they are actually attacking you or not. In a partnership, manipulation can cause one partner to feel bullied, isolated, and worthless. Never allow someone to use your emotions to get what they want. Stir up your behavior and influence your ideas. The Lord said, conscience instill in us an absolute standard of truth. The message. When you are worrying and when you are walking your way out of worry, be gentle with yourself, because how something ends up never depends on how much you worry about it. This one hits. How something ends up never depends on how much you worried about it. No. So when you worry, you are choosing to be mastered by your circumstances instead of by the truth of God. It is hypocritical to say that. It is hypocritical to say how much you believe in Bible or Quran and then worry about God fulfilling what He say in it. It's hypocritical to say how much you believe in Bible or Quran and then you're worrying yourself about God's fulfillment. Some disturbed characters have a particular lust. Some disturbed characters have a particular lust for power. Beware of narcissists, for they adore power. They are prone to abuse power in a heinous way. The Lord said, when you catch yourself worrying, go back to Scripture and let God open your eyes again. The message. No matter how rich or affluent a man is, he can never determine his final fate. No magnitude of wealth could enable a man reclaim his youth and undo his past mistakes. No magnitude of wealth could do that. It is socially inappropriate for the living to speak ill of the dead who cannot defend or justify themselves. Money offers no protection against the ravage of unforgiving karma. Our lack of awareness is sometimes prompted by a misguided fear of being judgmental of others and an over-willingness to give others the benefit of the doubt. The Lord said, "Beware of individuals who suffer from personality disorder. They are always preoccupied with their own selfish agendas." The message. Did you get it? The Lord said, "Beware of individuals who suffer from personality disorders. They are always preoccupied with their own selfish agendas." You get the message. Life is full of ups and downs. One day you may feel like you have all figured it out. Then in a moment you will notice it was all a candle in the wind. Regardless of your fame or fortune, life is filled with difficulties. Get to understand it. We all go through difficult times, and it can be a healthy reaction to feel negative emotions when facing challenges. Overthinking complicates your thinking. You get it? Note that hard things in your life do not determine your identity. When you are in a negative mood, do not look for the cracks. The Lord said, "True freedom comes in learning to replace obsessive and negative thoughts with either neutral or positive thoughts." The message. Replace your freedom. True freedom. You think you have freedom? But true freedom, the true freedom, the Lord said, true freedom comes in learning to replace obsessive and negative thoughts with either neutral or positive thoughts. You got the message? We live in a world where most people take maximum delight in ruining others' reputation. What people say about others says a lot about them. They don't know, but they will be there. When people cannot kill your dreams and purpose, they will try to assassinate your character. Avoid those people that oil their own ego by pulling other people down. Avoid them. What other people think about you is not your business. If you start to make that business your business, then you will be offended for the rest of your life. So what they think about you, what they say about you, it's not your business. It don't concern you. The Lord said, "Beware of the half-truth." Beware of the half-truth. You may have gotten hold of the wrong half. Do not judge other people's choice. Do not judge other people's choices without understanding their reasons. Hey! This is the message. Beware of half truth. You may have gotten hold of the wrong half. Do not judge other people's choices without understanding their reasons. You got the message. In your journey of faith, there will be people who will betray you. A stranger cannot hurt you. It is the people who are close to you that will hurt you the most, or that will hurt you the worst. Everyone has a purpose in life, but you have to get past the episode. Past the people who talk about you, or the people who leave you. Everyone has a purpose in life, but you have to get past the episode. Past the people who talk about you, or the people who leave you. Always realize that your favor attracts enemy. Always know that your favor attracts enemy. David would only be known as a shepherd boy, if it was not for Goliath. Goliath was strategically placed. Are you getting this? Goliath was strategically placed in David's path, not to defeat him, but to promote him. Note that without Goliath, David would have never taken the throne. Life na jeje. The Lord said, do not complain about your enemies. It may look like a setback, but really, it is a setup for God to get you to your throne. Did you get the message? Do not complain about your enemies. It may look like a setup, but really, it is a setup for God to get you to your throne. Hey! The Lord said, do not complain about your enemies. It may look like a setback, but really, it is a setup for God to get you to your throne. You get the message? Did you get the message? Most people are inherently more hesitant when it comes to making decisions. Good decision increases self-worth, and a bad decision leads to self-criticism. Never allow others to be the decider between you and your goals. The cost of indecision can be staggering, and the weight of indecision can be far more burdensome than the occasional wrong choice. Are you getting it? The cost of indecision can be staggering, and the weight of indecision can be far more burdensome than the occasional wrong choice. The world envies happy people, and you cannot meet hate with hate. Rather, you meet hate with kindness, for kindness always wins. Unkind people's mission is to destroy joy and to destroy the sources of others. But the Lord said, nothing can steal your joy unless you allow it. If you fuel your journey on the opinion of others, you are going to run out of gas. You got the message. Opinion of others doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter, not at all. You see? Again, in life, we need people. Yes, we need people. But we must not let them replace our taking personal responsibilities. We would learn from people, but we must not lean on them. Entitlement mentality is the killer of greatness. Entitlement mentality is the killer of greatness. Too many people give up on their dreams because they are too busy living someone else's life. Your comfort zone is your enemy. Your comfort zone is your enemy. It may feel safe, but nothing ever grows there. Do not ever settle for mediocrity. Do not settle for mediocrity. Mediocrity. Beware of people with entitlement mentality. It is one of the reasons people fail. Beware of people with entitlement mentality. It is one of the reasons people fail in life. Always know that nobody owes you anything. Do not allow yourself to be your own worst enemy. The Lord said, do not face life looking for who to give you. If you know that you are blessed, it won't be difficult for you to be a blessing. You got the message? It won't be difficult for you to be a blessing. You got the message? So people feel so much entitlement. I would have loved to share one. Someone I assisted. I assisted her. She was in need. I look at it, I said, okay, her need is actually genuine. It was genuine. Then I said, okay, I bring my foundation in. I said, let's consider this person. I did it. 200,000 was the cost. 200,000. And I was able personally to raise up to 180,000 naira. Guys, this woman was dragging the remaining 20,000 for me. Entitlement. You have problem of 200,000, and I give you, in fact not raised because nobody gave me, it's my money. And I supported you with 180k. You are still following me up and down. You are still commenting rubbish. You're still calling me, sending me messages. It's remaining the balance. Did I buy anything from you? What are you selling that you are asking for the balance? Yes, what actually are you selling? It was a help. But because of people have this entitlement mentality, they hold it firm. Because you told me you have a problem of 200,000, so for me to hold 200,000. Even if I have 100, I should not even give you. It's 200,000. And I was able to raise one. When I say raise, it be like saying people they raise. Because my foundation, I've never gotten any sponsor from anybody. I'm not getting sponsors. I run my foundation myself. I take it as a charity work. I do charity work. You get entitlement. You now feel, is your right because I promise I will help. And you get 180k from me. Then what happens 2020? If I share these messages I got from this person, you people will laugh. Entitlement mentality. Let me leave it for here. Do not react or respond to negative comments. Always be kind and respectful even to haters. It shows that you are in control of your emotions. Yeah, that's what it shows. A proud man forsakes all reasoning and makes ridiculous decision. Ridiculous decision. Pride makes you assume everyone is interested in you. That's pride. The Lord decides. Allow God to lift you. You get the message. Everyone has many things happening in their life, and the relatively hectic schedules. But the people they hold valuable are always a priority. Silence is more powerful than proving a point. When someone does not value you, it means they do not see you or see your worth. They do not see your worth or treat you with the respect you deserve. Learn how to walk away from someone who does not want you with your head held high and your self-confidence intact. Walk away. Hold your self-confidence intact. There are people that they don't want to praise you. So you make her praise and make she go high, or make her praise and make she become this, make her praise and make this or that don't happen. Oh, make her say, hey, Sabi, make this happen. My sister, my brothers, walk away and hold your self-confidence intact. You got the message? The Lord inspires. Life becomes more fun and easier to tackle when you know someone is cheering for you. Do you get the message? Life becomes more fun and easier to tackle when you know someone is cheering for you. In the grand symphony of life, silence serves as a crucial rest note and the depth to the melody of our existence. The Lord inspires. You got the message? If you find yourself making excuses for why someone's bad behavior is acceptable, my sister, my brother, it is time to reassess. It is time to reassess. Yes. Time is one of our most valuable resources. It is time to stop putting others first at the cost of your own dignity. Time is currency of life. And once spent, we can't get it back. He that loses his conscience has nothing left that is worth keeping. The art of lying is a choice, but dishonesty is the tendency to lie. Many people use dishonesty as a copying strategy. Avoid arrogant people. for their behaviors are always toxic. Arrogance, they believe they are more intelligent, more valuable than others. Avoid arrogant people. Your own, not the good. No, not their own. People with the arrogance, avoid them. Avoid arrogant people that are arrogant. Avoid them. I believe the Lord empowers. Let the Lord empower you. Let the Lord inspire you. Let Him increase you. Let Him uplift you. It is the Lord's doing. Leave that doings for God. Don't force it. But don't forget that our message today is holding hands, holding weights on consistency. If I did not learn things, I learned a lot. Even speaking to you, and also I'm speaking to myself. I learned a lot of lessons, a lot of key words. Time is currency of life. Do you know that? So they find money, they giddy. We forget that the main thing, the main currency in our time. If you pass, they come back. See this God. See this God. That's a lot of things to learn. Allow God to decide for you. Don't be proud. Allow God. Because proud will make you have a ridiculous reasoning. Let God do so many. I've said it all, and the more are coming. Silent is the language of God, and it is only in depth of silence that God reveals Himself in our hearts. Keep your word or your words limited. When you are frustrated or in anger, keep your word or your words limited. Smile silently when people thank you for being the reason for their smile. When someone in your life holds a position of great importance, do not envy them. Do not envy them. Money is a wonderful servant, but it is a terrible master. You see, money, ego, is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. If we choose to serve money, we will never be contented with what we have, and we will always be looking for something more to fill the voids. Say no to greed. Life is not measured by how much you own. A greedy person will not have a balanced life and will never be satisfied. The Lord provides. I leave you here. Thank you for watching this amazing video. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just tell me in the comment section one thing, at least one thing you hold firm in this speech. Love you all. Keep watching Miss Kakoi TV. I want to say a very big thank you to YouTube and the YouTube partner for giving me back my channel. Thank you so much. I promise to always obey the YouTube community guidelines and to stop and to make do with my own content, not the reused content. Thank you so much, YouTube. I appreciate you all. Thank you, lovely families. Thank you, Kakoi Empires. Thank you, guys. I love you all. Bye. Miss Kakoi loves you.